Imagine a tree, not just any tree, but a tree of wealth. Its roots run deep, nourished by history and human desire. Its branches reach towards the sky, heavy with the promise of prosperity. This tree, my friends, is more than just wood and leaves. It's a powerful symbol. It represents money. Money in its many forms has shaped our world. From the bustling marketplaces of ancient Babylon to the stock exchanges of today, money talks. But what does it say? Money can be a source of great joy. It can also be a source of deep sorrow. It can be a tool for good, a weapon for evil, or simply a means to an end. But one thing is certain, money matters. It's a language we all understand, whether we're rich or poor, young or old. Join me now as we explore the fascinating history, cultural significance, and undeniable impact of this powerful force we call money. Let's unravel the mysteries of the tree of wealth together. Our story begins long ago in the fertile valleys of Mesopotamia. Picture this. The year is 3000 BC. People are bartering goods and services. They trade goats for grain, tools for textiles, but bartering has its limits. What if you have grain, but the toolmaker wants sheep? What if you need a new roof, but only have chickens to offer? Enter the first forms of money. These weren't coins or paper bills as we know them. Think barley, livestock, even shells. These commodities, valuable and durable, became the first currencies. They simplified trade and laid the foundation for economic systems. From these humble beginnings, money evolved. Ancient empires minted coins. They standardized values and stamped them with their symbols. Think of the Roman denarius, the Greek drachma. Fast forward to the Middle Ages. Paper money emerges in China, revolutionizing commerce. This innovation transformed the world. Money, like the roots of a tree, spread throughout society. It became deeply intertwined with our lives, influencing our choices, our opportunities, and even our identities. It built cities, funded wars, and fueled innovation. The Renaissance, the Industrial Revolution, the digital age, all were touched by the hand of money. But money's story isn't just about progress and prosperity. It's also a story of inequality and injustice. It's a story of empires built on the backs of the exploited. It's a story of greed, corruption, and the pursuit of wealth at any cost. The tree of wealth, like any tree, can bear bitter fruit. Yet even with its flaws, money remains essential. Understanding its power, its history, and its potential is essential for navigating the complexities of the modern world. So, let us delve deeper into the branches of this complex and fascinating subject. Just as the tree of wealth grows differently in various climates, so too does money take on unique forms and meanings across cultures. What is prized in one corner of the world might be inconsequential in another. Take, for instance, the Yapese people of Micronesia. They use enormous stone discs called rye stones as currency. These stones, some weighing tons, are not physically exchanged. Instead, their ownership is transferred through oral agreements, a testament to the power of communal trust. In Tibet, prayer flags flutter in the wind, each one carrying a written prayer or mantra. While not traditional currency, they represent a form of exchange, a way to accumulate spiritual merit and contribute to the well-being of the community. These examples illustrate how the concept of value extends beyond the purely material. To truly understand the tree of wealth, we must examine its roots in different soils. From the earliest forms of barter to the rise of cryptocurrencies, the methods of exchange have constantly evolved. Early humans, recognizing the need for a more efficient system than bartering, began using readily available commodities as currency: shells, beads, salt, livestock. These items, valued for their practicality or rarity, became the first mediums of exchange. As civilizations developed, so too did their currencies. Metal coins, stamped with the insignia of rulers, emerged as a durable and portable form of money. The invention of paper money in China revolutionized commerce, making large-scale transactions easier and paving the way for the development of sophisticated banking systems. The 20th century witnessed the rise of credit cards and electronic banking, further abstracting the concept of money. Today, we stand on the cusp of a new era with digital currencies like Bitcoin challenging traditional notions of finance. The tree of wealth has always adapted, growing new branches to meet the changing needs of humanity. Money, in its many forms, reflects the values and beliefs of the cultures that create and use it. In some societies, wealth is flaunted, a symbol of status and achievement. Think of the extravagant displays of wealth in ancient Rome or the lavish lifestyles of some modern-day billionaires. In other cultures, modesty and generosity are prized above material possessions. The potlatch ceremonies of indigenous peoples of the Pacific Northwest, for example, involve the elaborate giving away of wealth as a way to demonstrate status and strengthen social bonds. In many Asian cultures, the concept of face, social standing, and reputation is paramount. Gift-giving is highly ritualized, and the value of a gift is often less important than the act of giving itself. These cultural nuances demonstrate that money is not simply a neutral instrument of exchange. The tree of wealth, while often associated with material possessions, also encompasses intangible forms of value. Knowledge, for example, has always been a valuable commodity. From the ancient philosophers who charged fees for their wisdom to today's knowledge-based economy, the ability to acquire and share information has been a source of power and prosperity. Similarly, skills and talents hold immense value. A skilled artisan, a gifted musician, a visionary entrepreneur, they all possess forms of wealth that transcend the purely material. These individuals contribute to the richness and diversity of our world, enriching our lives in ways that cannot be measured in dollars and cents. The tree of wealth, then, encompasses more than just money and possessions. It's about recognizing the interconnectedness of our world and understanding that true wealth lies not just in what we accumulate, but in what we give back. Hold a coin in your hand. Feel its weight. It might seem insignificant, a small piece of metal. But this coin, like every coin, carries a story. It's a story of power, of value, of the choices we make. In the hands of a child, a coin can represent a world of possibilities, a sweet treat, a shiny toy, a moment of pure joy. In the hands of a worker, it's the reward for their labor, the means to put food on the table, to provide for their loved ones. Each coin represents hours of work, of dedication, of sweat and toil. Understanding the true weight of money means acknowledging its complex and often contradictory nature. Money speaks a universal language. It transcends borders, cultures, and languages. But what does it say? Some hear the siren call of wealth, the promise of luxury, security, and freedom. They chase after riches, believing that happiness can be bought and sold like any other commodity. Others see money as a tool, a means to an end. They use it to build businesses, to support their families, to make a difference in the world. For them, money is a resource, not a goal in itself. The language of money, like any language, can be used for good or evil. It all depends on who's speaking and who's listening. The pursuit of wealth has been a driving force throughout history. It's fueled innovation, built empires, and lifted millions out of poverty. But progress often comes at a price. The Industrial Revolution, for all its advancements, led to widespread exploitation of workers and environmental degradation. The rise of global capitalism has created unprecedented wealth, but it's also exacerbated inequality, leaving many behind. The tree of wealth, like any tree, needs careful tending. As we stand at the crossroads of the digital age, we have an opportunity to rethink our relationship with money. The rise of cryptocurrencies, the sharing economy, and impact investing all point towards a future where wealth is defined not just by what we own, but by the value we create for ourselves and others. Imagine a world where money is used to empower individuals, to support sustainable practices, to create a more just and equitable society. It's a world where the pursuit of profit is balanced with a deep respect for people and the planet. This is not a utopian dream, but a possible future, one that requires us to challenge the status quo, to embrace innovation, and to act with intention. The seeds of change are already being sown. It's up to us to nurture them, to cultivate a new kind of prosperity, one that benefits all. We've talked about the tree, but what about the forest? Our world is a complex ecosystem of individuals, each navigating their own financial path. Money weaves through our lives, connecting us in a web of transactions, obligations, and aspirations. Think of a bustling city street. Shopkeepers greet customers, coins changing hands for goods and services. Construction workers raise buildings, their labor contributing to the city's growth. Buskers share their talents, hoping for a little spare change. Each interaction, each exchange, tells a story about our relationship with money and each other. Money, in its simplest form, is a tool for exchanging goods and services. It allows us to specialize, to pursue our passions, to contribute to the collective good in countless ways. But money also has the power to divide. Understanding how money shapes our social fabric, for better or worse, is crucial for building a more just and equitable world. The tree of wealth, like many trees, can cast long shadows. Systemic inequalities rooted in history, discrimination, and unequal access to opportunities continue to shape our world. Generational wealth passed down through families provides a head start for some, while others struggle to make ends meet. Discrimination based on race, gender, religion, and other factors creates barriers to economic advancement. These systemic issues, often invisible to those who benefit from them, are deeply intertwined with our relationship with money. We cannot talk about the impact of money on society without acknowledging these injustices. Addressing these inequalities requires a multifaceted approach. Investing in education, healthcare, and social safety nets can help level the playing field. Promoting diversity and inclusion in the workplace is essential for creating equal opportunities. The pursuit of profit, while a powerful engine for economic growth, can also come at a steep social cost. When companies prioritize short-term gains over the well-being of their workers, communities, and the environment, we all pay the price. Think of the garment workers in developing countries, toiling in unsafe conditions for meager wages. Think of the communities devastated by pollution from factories or mining operations. These hidden costs, often not reflected in the price tag of the goods we consume, are a stark reminder that our choices have consequences. We live in a globalized world, interconnected by trade, technology, and finance. The decisions made in boardrooms thousands of miles away can have a ripple effect on communities around the world. As consumers, we have the power to demand better from the companies we support. By choosing ethically sourced products, advocating for fair labor practices and supporting businesses that prioritize sustainability, we can use our wallets to vote for a more just and equitable world. Section 4, Branches of Hope, Money as a Force for Good. Money can be a powerful force for good. Philanthropy, social entrepreneurship, and impact investing address social and environmental challenges. Imagine investors prioritizing social and environmental impact. Businesses as integral parts of communities responsible for well-being. This is a growing movement. Doing good and doing well are not mutually exclusive. Towards a more equitable future. The tree of wealth needs care to thrive. We need a prosperity that benefits all. This requires a shift in our thinking. Embrace a collaborative approach for shared prosperity. Create a level playing field for everyone. Our future depends on a just and equitable world. Each of us, like a sapling, strives to grow and thrive. Money plays a complex role in this journey. It can provide security and allow us to pursue passions. Yet the pursuit of money can overshadow other aspects of life. It can lead to stress and a cycle of wanting more. The key lies in finding balance. Think of a young artist fueled by the joy of creation, or a dedicated teacher inspiring young minds. Money isn't the primary motivator. True fulfillment comes from passion and purpose. Money, like a seed planted in fertile ground, can be a powerful motivator. It can inspire us to work hard, to develop our skills, to strive for excellence. It can fuel innovation, drive progress, and create opportunities for ourselves and others. The desire to make a difference can be an even stronger motivator. True success is about aligning our actions with our values and making a positive impact. When our sense of self-worth becomes too entangled with our financial status, we risk losing sight of what truly matters. The pursuit of wealth, if not tempered by other values, can become an empty chase, leaving us feeling unfulfilled, even if we achieve material success. Imagine a successful executive working tirelessly to climb the corporate ladder. They achieve their financial goals, but at what cost? Their relationships suffer. Their health deteriorates, and they find themselves increasingly isolated despite their material wealth. Or consider the individual who measures their worth by the size of their bank account, constantly comparing themselves to others. They accumulate possessions, but their lives lack true meaning and connection. These examples serve as cautionary tales, reminding us that money, while important, should not define us. When we allow our possessions to possess us, we become slaves to a never-ending cycle of wanting more, never quite feeling content with what we have. True wealth, like a well-tended garden, requires balance. It's about finding contentment in the present moment, appreciating the simple things in life, the love of family and friends, the beauty of nature, the joy of pursuing our passions. This doesn't mean we should shy away from ambition. Our pursuit should be grounded in a deeper sense of purpose. True happiness comes from within. Section 5, Beyond the Branches, the True Measure of Wealth. As we've journeyed through the symbolism and reality of money, we've explored its historical roots, its cultural nuances, its societal impact, and its personal significance. We've seen how money, like a powerful force of nature, can shape our world for better or worse. But as we reach the end of this exploration, it's important to remember that the true measure of wealth extends far beyond the branches of the money tree. It lies in the richness of our relationships, the depth of our experiences, and the contributions we make to the world around us. True wealth is about living a life filled with purpose, passion, and connection. It's about using our resources, both financial and otherwise, to make a positive impact on the world. It's about recognizing that our individual journeys are intertwined and that by working together, by supporting each other, we can create a more just, equitable, and fulfilling future for all. The future currency bits, bytes, and beyond. We stand on the edge of a new frontier. The digital age is upon us, revolutionizing money. Cryptocurrencies are entering the mainstream. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, now part of our daily lexicon. Imagine a world without physical currency, seamless transactions. Digital currencies promise faster, more efficient transactions. But this new frontier has challenges. Volatility, regulation, and security concerns remain, ensuring fairness and transparency in a decentralized system, protecting against fraud and manipulation, navigating this uncharted territory. The tree of wealth is evolving. Will cryptocurrencies replace traditional money or coexist? The future of money is digital, decentralized, and evolving. The evolving tree adapting to a changing world. The tree of wealth is not static, it adapts to the changing world. Climate change, technological disruption, social upheaval, these forces reshape our world. We need a new paradigm valuing sustainability, equity, and well-being. By nurturing its growth, we create a just and sustainable future. Section 3. Beyond the green, cultivating true wealth. True wealth is not measured in dollars and cents. It's about living a life filled with purpose, connection, and contribution. Leaving the world a little better than we found it. Remember the tree of wealth, how we live, love, and give back. That is a treasure more valuable than gold.